We're now moving smoothly to a presentation that is given by Jule Krüger, who was the leader of last year's Hacks with Friends winning team, ContaMiNot. Jule, would you please come address us?
And can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Well, congratulations to you all for making it this far. I hope you had a really great time. I know exactly what it's like to be on the stage because we were the winning team last year. So I'm crossing my fingers for the teams who are still in the race. And I'm as excited as you are about learning who's going to be taking home this wonderful prize. Thank you for the opportunity to give you an update on what we have been doing in the past year. As in case you do not remember or don't know, we were building an app to help us all figure out where we throw our trash. So the idea that when you go and dispose of an item, you're standing in front of these 3 bins that we all should probably know, but there's always a lot of confusion about where things actually belong. Is something recyclable? Is it compostable? And so we thought that building an app could help us inform our decisions in a way where we can use data and technology to help us make that decision. So the basic idea is you take a phone and you scan an item that you want to dispose of, and then the phone will recognize this item and tell you, oh, you should throw that into the recycling or the composting. So now you may wonder, like, why is that such a big deal? Like, why is this actually a problem? Well, it turns out that we're facing globally and locally a waste crisis. This is a really big problem because every day we're sending tons of trash to landfills, and there's a lot of items in there that are actually compostable, and they break down and they release methane. So that is a very bad greenhouse gas that contributes to climate change. And also scientists are estimating that by 2050 we will have more plastic in our oceans than fish. And so we're already finding microplastics in our food and water, but we really don't know what the health impacts are of that. So we really have to get a handle on this issue. At the same time, a lot of communities are recycling, but it's a really difficult problem because there's a lot of contamination in our recycling streams, and so eventually a lot of it has to be thrown out or it has to be burned. So a lot of communities are dealing with this by burning their trash, which releases a lot of carbon into our atmosphere and therefore also contributes to climate change. So this is a really big problem that we have to solve globally, but how we do this is to do it locally. And so the University of Michigan is trying to do this because we're trying to divert our trash from landfills into composting and recycling. But at the end of the day, the success of that mission is all on us. Because if we don't make the right choices and if we don't throw our trash into the bins where it actually belongs, we are not going to achieve this goal. And it's actually really critical because even locally, facilities are different in terms of what they can accept. And so these decisions on where to throw what, they even differ by location depending on where you are. So even between the University of Michigan campus and Ann Arbor, for example, there's difference in terms of what can be recycled and what can't be recycled. So how's the University of Michigan doing on this right now? Well, they just released a report because in 2006 we set us 5 goals in terms of sustainability, and waste reduction is one of them. So we're hoping that by 2025 we're going to reduce our waste sent to the landfill by 40% compared to our 2006 baseline. And it turns out that this is the goal of the 5 that we're doing the worst on. So our performance is really poorly here. So we've so far only achieved a 3% reduction. So there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. And so we are continuing to work on this app. And I just want to give you a brief idea of what we're trying to do and how this works. So right now our app can actually take in images. So if you're interested, you can go on test flight, download our app, and you can contribute images to our database and using just your phone's camera. And then all that is going to be uploaded to our server and feed an item database. So we're just trying to collect tons of images from different items, basically anything that anyone would want to throw away. And then we're using machine learning, so there's an image recognition algorithm that's trying to learn, okay, this is this type of item, that's a glass bottle, that's a plastic bottle, that's a plastic cup, whatever, right? And then it's going to say, this is this, and then it connects to a waste disposal database where it says, okay, a glass bottle on University of Michigan campus actually goes into landfill. So we're trying to link these images to specific waste directions. And then eventually, once you have your phone and this is all working, then your phone will tell you where you should throw whatever you're trying to dispose of. So I think we're going to get a brief demo of how the app works right now. So Chris and Bilge are going to demonstrate, I think both the taking of the images, right, and the recognition.
No hard feelings. Even if you didn't vote for me, you still get to see me stand up here nervously with an iPhone today. The product at the end of last year was this app that helps identify some recyclables using machine learning. I can point it at a Ross Business Cup, identify a Ross Business Cup. But the problem is that we had a pretty small library of items we could identify. And partly I'm a programmer because I don't want to do repetitive jobs like take pictures of 500 different kinds of trash. The main new feature we've added to the app since then is an ability to, in the app, have users contribute photos that get uploaded directly to a server so that we can then include those in our machine learning library. It basically gave the user 2 additional buttons, one saying that they're starting working on a new piece of trash, and then another to start taking pictures. Get Bilge to hold a spoon, perhaps from multiple different angles. And then when I'm done taking pictures of the spoon, both in different lighting conditions, from different directions, then I hit the next item button again, move on to the next piece of trash, and contribute additional things to our database.
Awesome, thank you. So the goal right now is to crowdsource, and we've been, for example, working with Voices of the Staff. There's a group that's really interested in sustainability to help us contribute to our items database to collect these images. We've also been trying to network, so we're working with Office for Campus Sustainability, we're working with Endiming and Student Life. So the goal right now is that this summer in the Fireside Cafe at Pierpont Commons, we'll actually have a kiosk app, so there will be a tablet in one of the waste stations, and then users can scan items and it tells them where to go. And we're also hoping to maybe have like a 4th box there, so if the item is not recognized, OCS will probably have some summer interns who can help us catalog these items as well. So we're slowly going to get a better reach and breadth of the various items that we can have. And we've also been connecting with Center for Academic Innovation and Information Technology Services to kind of figure out how we can grow this project and make it something that can really help us all do a better job at disposing of items, learning about waste disposal, and educating all of us on how to make those decisions so we can really accomplish this sustainability goal within the next 4 years. And so this is also how I want to conclude. So I'm appealing to all of us. There's a lot of talent in this room. So if you have skills that you feel like you can contribute to our project, or if you have climate anxiety and you want to be part of a solution, or you think that technology can be used in so many exciting ways, come join our team. We would love to have you. Even if you're remotely out there somewhere, get in touch. Our goal is actually to first get this app to work on our campus, but eventually we would really like to release an open source free app to the world so that communities worldwide can use this, contribute their own items, collect them, like classify them in terms of where they go in their local waste streams, so that this problem can be tackled everywhere, because it really is on all of us to fix this in a variety of ways. So if you are people who are interested in marketing and outreach, or networking, or in front or back end development, machine learning, data science, come talk to us. We would love to start working with you. So Thank you so much, and talk to us. We're here now, and also there is our link so you can find out more on our website. Thank you.